Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to San Diego, California.
And it's for
That Monday Night Raw.
WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Now we're taking things off for the Intercontinental Championship match. As Dirty Dom Mysterio is defending tonight against Penta. Against Penta tonight after Penta defeated Pete Dunne on last Friday on SmackDown. Last Friday night on SmackDown. But tonight, he's here on Raw in San Diego, California for what will be an incredible Monday Night Raw tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have two championship matches tonight on the card. Tonight on the card for some more Raw tonight in San Diego, California. Dom Mysterio versus Penta, the kickoffs from Monday Night Raw in San Diego, California, here tonight on Netflix. Well, ladies and gentlemen, ringside, my name is Charlotte Miller. We'll welcome ringside to what will be another incredible night of action here in WWE. But tonight, we have a hell of a show for you tonight, hell of a card for you tonight. As tonight, we will see Charlotte Flair take on Jade Cargill in a no-holds-barred match, an Extreme Rules match later on tonight, plus the Usos will be in action tonight, just a mystery tag team, and the United States, the Intercontinental Women's Intercontinental Champs will be up for grabs as well. The Open Challenge, Nikki Bella hosts an Open Challenge later on tonight as well. But here we go. Here comes Penta. Here on Monday Night Raw, here in San Diego, California. Live in San Diego, California. And we also have the return of the OTC, the WWE Undisputed Champion. Roman Reigns will be here live later on tonight, here on SmackDown, here on Monday Night Raw. Here on Raw. But here we go, Penta versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. This is our first match of the night here in San Diego, California. Live here in San Diego, California for Monday Night Raw. Here tonight, here on Netflix. Here, ladies and gentlemen, will be what could be an incredible night of action here tonight. But it's time for our first match of the night. Penta versus Dom Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. And let's get to our official, to our announcer.
Introducing the challenger from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 94 kilos, Penta!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Penta ready for action tonight. It's Dom Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship here on Netflix.
And his opponent from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion and the Triple A Mega Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to find out, will Dom still be champ, or will Penta become the new Intercontinental Champion? Let's find out. Here we go. Dom Mysterio versus Penta on Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix for the Intercontinental Championship. And here we go. Match is underway here for the Intercontinental Championship. Here we go. Big match up here on Monday Night Raw night. Penta versus Dom Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Our first championship match of the evening. Of the night, we are having two championship matches tonight here on Friday night, here on Monday Night Raw. Here on Monday Night Raw. Here we go. Down goes Penta again. Penta now by the Intercontinental Champion, Dominic Mysterio of the Judgment Day. Well, Dominic Mysterio putting his body on the line tonight in a big match with Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. And I had a word with Dominic earlier today. Dominic said he was not ready to face Penta tonight. Said he does not want to face Penta tonight, but he was told by The Rock by phone call that he has to defend the title tonight against Penta, who defeated Pete Dunne last week. Pete Dunne on SmackDown. Pete Dunne last Friday on SmackDown. Friday night on SmackDown. Now here we go. Big matchup here in San Diego, California for the Intercontinental Championship. Our first match of the evening as well, of the night, here on Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix. And a big matchup here to bet detail again. Dominic Mysterio taking down Penta here on Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix. Here tonight, Penta and Dominic Mysterio, first match of the evening, our first match of the night, here in San Diego, California. But we will still hear from the Tribal Chief, the OTC, who is here live tonight on Monday Night Raw. So is the Usos, who will be live in Ted Yachts later on tonight as well. But here we go, Dominic Mysterio vs. Penta on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here in San Diego, California. We're live in San Diego, California, here on Netflix. Well, the crowd here in San Diego on their feet for this incredible night of action here in San Diego, California. Now Dom Mysterio, Dirty Dom Mysterio, they know homage to his late father, Rey Mysterio, with a 619 and the 619 and the frog splash by Eddie Guerrero, by his cousin, by his uncle Eddie Guerrero. 1, 2, 2 count by Penta. Penta 2. Not what he wanted there, but he got it. He got something he did not want to get. And under this, the hand being released. And Penta taking down Dominic Mysterio here on Netflix. And Dominic is in trouble. The crowd are knowing. No. Zero fear. By Penta to Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And now Penta in the corner here with Dominic. Here go Penta again. Now Penta looking for the Mexican Destroyer. And the Mexican Destroyer by Penta. Down goes Dominic. 1, 2, 2. Just a 2 count. We almost had a new champion. It's a new Intercontinental Champion. But Dom Mysterio, the dirtiest player in the game, Dominic Mysterio of the Judgment Day. And we know tonight Liv Morgan will be in action of the Judgment Day. As Liv Morgan said, we heard Liv Morgan had to say last day on SmackDown about our women's champion, Rhea Bloody Ripley. But we'll see what happens here tonight. She goes one-on-one tonight. She will be one-on-one tonight. It's Kiana James later on tonight here on Monday Night Raw. Now here we go. Dom Mysterio in the corner with Penta. Penta's in trouble here by Dominic, by Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And now Dominic again. Going up top is Dominic Mysterio. Going up top with Dominic with the move to the face. Beats down Penta's down. 1, 2 count again by Penta. Dom Mysterio can't believe Penta's still in this fight. I can't believe it either, folks. But Penta's still in this fight here on Friday Night SmackDown on Netflix. And the Penta again. Penta and Dominic Mysterio. Friday Night SmackDown. Live on Netflix. Here tonight. Oh, wait a minute. An attack here by Dirty Dom Mysterio, who's now taking advantage. Now it's Dominic. Now Dominic's taking advantage of Penta, and Penta's down by Dominic. Dom Mysterio, the Intercontinental Champion. Count of 2 by our official. Count of 2 by our official. Back to we now, count of 3. In the ring we go at count of 3. Dom Mysterio versus Penta on Monday Night Raw on Netflix in San Diego, California. Live in San Diego. San Diego. And Dominic again. Another 619 by Dominic Mysterio. And wait a minute. Penta reversed it. Penta reversed it here. Penta reversed it. And now Penta. Well, Penta. Here's the Penta with the Penta driver. And the Penta driver by Penta. Is that it? 1, 2, 2. Just a 2 count by Dominic Mysterio to Penta. And now Dominic Mysterio, the Intercontinental Champion, the IC Champion, the Mega, AAA Mega Champion, Dominic Mysterio, here on Netflix here on Netflix tonight. Live on Monday Night Raw in San Diego, California. Now Dominic Mysterio is in the corner. Now it's Dominic in the corner. Penta. Here goes Penta now. Penta's going for it now. Penta. The Mexican Destroyer by Penta. Is that it this time? 1, 2, 2. Another count at 2 again. This time by Dominic. By Dirty Dom Mysterio. And Dom Mysterio and Penta. What a match we're seeing here to kick off Monday Night Raw here in San Diego, California. And a Penta and Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom Mysterio. Well, Dirty Dom not having any help here with his Judgment Day pals who are not here tonight. The pals are not in this ring tonight, but Mysterio and Penta. A kick to the face by Dirty Dom Mysterio yet again. Here on Friday Night SmackDown. Here on Monday Night Raw. Oh my God! Dominic! 1, 2, 2. Just a 2 count there. That was a incredible move by Dominic. Putting a little bit of danger there to Penta. Oh, Penta rolls outside the ring. Dominic knows this is not going to go well for him, but Dominic knows that if he does win tonight, he doesn't do anything tonight, Dominic will still be champion if he beats Penta outside the ring so badly he doesn't get back up to the count of 10. But we go back in the ring now, back inside the ring. Dom Mysterio versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship, and here we go. Dom Mysterio to the top, takes advantage of Penta. Penta reverses it. Penta now. The Penta here. Down goes Dominic. 1, 2, 2 count by Dominic. 2 count by Dom Mysterio here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix in San Diego, California. Here tonight on Netflix. Dominic Mysterio goes up top, goes to Dominic Mysterio, and Dominic again with another frog splash to Rey Mysterio. 1, 2, 2 count again, and Rey and Penta still kicks out here tonight in Montreal. Here tonight in San Diego, California. Now Dominic Mysterio's in trouble here by Penta. Dominic reversed. Dominic saw it coming there. Dominic saw it coming. And Dominic kick to the face of Penta. Here is Dominic. The face of Penta by Dominic. By the Intercontinental Champion. Dominic Mysterio again with a frog splash to Penta. 1, 2, 2 count this time. Almost a 3. Dominic can't believe he thought he could put away Penta here. But Penta is still in this fight. Here on Friday, here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And Penta again. Another Penta driver. 1, 2, 2 again. Penta can't believe it. Penta wants to put end to this here tonight in San Diego and beat Dominic for the Intercontinental Championship. And again, Penta again, one more time, another Mexican destroyer. And that could be enough, folks. 1, 2, 2. Another count at 2 is Dominic. Penta can't believe it. But can't believe it. Penta thought he could beat Dominic here. But Dominic Mysterio still in this fight here on Monday Night Raw in San Diego, California. Live in San Diego, California tonight. Now Dom Mysterio, the dangerous man, Dominic Mysterio, the psychotic Dom Mysterio again, Dominic. 1, 2, 2. Dominic is not done again. Dominic again. Oh! Dom Mysterio didn't see it. Didn't see that coming. Was Dominic? Well, Dom Mysterio didn't see that coming. Mysterio did not see that coming, folks. Dominic did not see that coming. That's Dom Mysterio. And Penta. In the corner again. Dom Mysterio. And Penta. On Monday Night Raw for the Intercontinental Championship. To not be in this time. 1, 2, 2 again. By Dominic Mysterio, who kicked out 2. Mysterio and Penta, one-on-one action here for the Intercontinental Championship. Our first match of the evening, first match of the night for the Intercontinental Championship match. And no. Zero fear by the Penta here. The zero fear by Penta. 1, 2, no, couldn't get a 2 by Dominic Mysterio, by Dirty Dom. And Dom Mysterio and Penta, one-on-one action here in San Diego, California here, folks. Go California. You're on Netflix in San Diego in our first match of the night, our first match of the evening. Dom Mysterio with a kick to the face by Dominic. The Penta's down by Dom by Dom Mysterio and Dominic. Gonna put this away as Dominic now. And a frog splash by Dominic Mysterio. 1, 2, and 3. No, wait. Almost a 3. That was almost a 3 count. Dominic can't believe it. He thought he put away Penta here. He thought Penta was done. I thought Penta was done. But Dominic can't believe it. And another frog splash. Is this it? 1, 2. No. And another kick out. Dominic can't believe it. He'd resigned himself here. He can't believe he did not put away Penta here. Penta here, but they're here tonight. Here to Penta now. And Penta with another Penta driver. 1, 2, no. 2 count again by Dirty Dom Mysterio. And now Dom Mysterio. Penta now going to the corner. One last time. Another Mexican destroyer. Here we go. And another Mexican destroyer. Is that it this time? Is Dominic done this time? 1, 2. No. Kick out at 2 again. And Dominic Mysterio. Penta. Uh-oh, and another move by Dominic to Penta. And Dominic Mysterio. Another frog splash to Dominic. And Dominic Mysterio. Wait a minute. Foot on the ropes. Foot on the ropes. Dominic retains the title. What a main event. What a match. What a match! Dominic is still Intercontinental Champion. I can't believe Dominic is still the Intercontinental Champion tonight, folks. But what an incredible match to kick off Raw for these two men. What a match! What a championship match we just saw here live on Monday Night Raw here in San Diego, California. Here in San Diego. Watch this, the foot on the rope. The ref didn't see the foot on the rope. But Dominic retains the title here on SmackDown Monday Night Raw.
The WWE Intercontinental Champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Dominic still proves why he is the greatest luchador of all time. Dominic Mysterio proves tonight, once again, why he is the Intercontinental Champion. Well, Dominic Mysterio wins tonight. What a match. And what a big fight tonight between Penta and Dominic. But what a match we saw here tonight on Monday Night Raw. We're about to have a short commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, live on Netflix. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a match we saw to kick off Raw tonight in San Diego. Here on Netflix. But it's time for the women's action. And here comes Liv Morgan on the Judgment Day.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Liv Morgan here in action tonight against Kiana James. As we saw last week, her on SmackDown, she wants to face Rhea, wants to take off Rhea Ripley at Saturday Night's Main Event Dublin, Ireland for the women's championship. We'll see what happens in your life. It's time for a for action. As Liv Morgan is ready for her opponent tonight, Kiana James, in one-on-one women's action here tonight on on Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix.
And her opponent from Sioux City, Iowa, Kiana James.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Kiana James here in action against Liv Morgan on the Judgment Day. Right tonight, we'll just took up Raw tonight. Dominic Mysterio is still the Intercontinental Champion of the Fiend Penta, and what was an incredible match tonight to kick off Monday Night Raw here on Netflix. So, ladies and gentlemen, will this be the same outcome tonight for another member of the Judgment Day in Liv Morgan? We'll follow live coming up next right here on Monday Night Raw in San Diego, California. What a matchup we have here for you, ladies and gentlemen. Liv Morgan versus Kiana James here on Friday, Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And here we go. Match on the way here. Match on the way here, ladies and gentlemen. Match on the way here tonight. Liv Morgan versus Kiana James on Monday Night Raw on Netflix here in San Diego, California. San Diego, California. Big matchup here, ladies and gentlemen, in San Diego. The crowd are loving it, have been on their feet all night so far tonight for this night of action. One of the trouble nights been so far. We've only had our first match, which is our second match of the evening. But our first match was an incredible match to kick off Raw between Dom Mysterio and Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. And Penta could not put away Dominic and not become champion tonight. But he put on a hell of a fight against Dominic Mysterio tonight here on Monday Night Raw. In our Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And a beat down there. Liv's down by Kiana James here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here tonight in San Diego, California. In a jam-packed arena here in San Diego, California. Here on Netflix for Monday Night Raw. Kiana James and Liv Morgan. Monday Night Raw action here in San Diego, California. Live tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a trouble match here tonight. A back big beat down there by Liv. Taking her opponent down here tonight on Monday Night Raw. But ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. We have some bad news that Penta is dealing with, has been out with an injury for 2 weeks. Penta with a back injury. After what transpired in that gruesome match between Dom Mysterio kick off Raw tonight. Penta will be on the shelf for a while. Penta won't be back for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. Which means he will not be back, which means he will miss Saturday night's main event. It means he won't be on Saturday night's main event. Which no one knows, which he's not part of that, which won't be a part of that show. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Our second match of the evening here tonight. Kiana James versus Liv Morgan here tonight on Friday on Monday. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, what the? Where is she? Wait a minute, folks. I'm a bit confused here. I know we all are confused here. But what the hell is that about? What was that about, folks? I don't know what that was about. Oh! The Oblivion! That's it! Liv wins! 1, 2, 3, Liv wins! But the distraction by Raquel Rodriguez here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, what a win for Liv Morgan tonight. She beats Kiana James, but with a little bit of a help, bit of a distraction help tonight on Small Raw here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Liv Morgan wins tonight, but she did have help. And that help was Raquel Rodriguez here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Who knew this is how she was going to win a match tonight? She did not deserve to win a match like this. She's a coward. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw. And here comes our tag team champions, the Usos.
Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 493 pounds, the WWE Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and main event, Jay
Well, ladies and gentlemen, main event Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, the tag team champions here tonight. We heard that they were taking on backstage last week, backstage on SmackDown, but tonight they're here for one-on-one for tag action. There's a mystery tag team who I'm just getting word right now is returning to WWE, being fired, being let go by the TKO. They're back. They're going to be a tag team coming back. Who's it going to be? We'll find out live. Coming up next, right here on Monday Night Raw in San Diego, California. And who are their opponents going to be tonight? We don't know. Wait a minute! They're back! The Motor City Machine Guns. They're here. They're back. Been a while since we've seen these men in the ring, but they're back here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix here in San Diego, California.
And a combined weight of 420 pounds, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Motor City Machine Guns were let go by TKO. TKO a few years back, but tonight they're back and they're ready to fight here tonight on Monday Night Raw against the Usos. In tag team action here, folks, tonight on Raw in San Diego, California. Live in San Diego. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news as well that John Cena will be on SmackDown this Friday to announce another open challenge. But who will he face this Friday on SmackDown? We don't know. He fought Joe Hendry last week on SmackDown and beat him. And it was an incredible match on SmackDown for the United States Championship. But we'll find out this Friday on SmackDown who will John Cena face. But so come that we'll hear from our tribal chief, the OTC, the WWE Undisputed Champion, Roman Reigns, who is still here tonight, on Monday Night Raw here in San Diego. We'll be here in San Diego tonight. It's here in San Diego, California. And here we go, the Usos. Here on Monday Night Raw tag team action. Here we go, tag action underway here for the first time ever. These two men going to war. These Motor City Machine Guns and the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos. What a matchup we're seeing here. A big fight feel here on Monday Night Raw for the WWE Raw tonight. A tag team action to try to yin along for main event. Jey Uso here tonight on Monday Night Raw. They're trying to yeeting. It's on the yeet with main event. Jey. Time to yeet, folks. With main event, Jey Uso, time to yeet. It's time to yeet. With main event, Jey. Well, the Usos are yeeting along here. Jey with the yeet. With the crowd with the yeet. Chants by the crowd here tonight in San Diego, California for the Usos. And the yeet. And the Yeet crowd are on their feet here in San Diego. The crowd are on their feet for the Usos. Jimmy and Jey, especially Jey, especially main event Jey Uso with the Yeet. The Yeet of the world. And here we go, tagging in Big Jim. You know, Big Jim, the Usos. Big Jim, Jimmy Uso. Here on Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix tonight. In this tag team action. The tag team action here on Netflix. Here in San Diego, California. But ladies and gentlemen, this Friday, we'll be live this Friday night in Chicago, Illinois. Where we'll hear from the best in the world. CM Punk will be live on the mic in Chicago this Friday. Live in Chicago. Here we go. Big match up here. Big fight feel. On Monday Night Raw tag team action here. The Usos and the Motor City Machine Guns. Live on Netflix. here in San Diego, California. And a big fight field here on Monday Night Raw in this one-on-one tag team action here. And the Usos with a little homage to their OTC brethren here tonight. Main event here tonight, the OTC, Roman Reigns, who is here live tonight, who's here in the arena, will be here in the arena momentarily tonight. Here in the arena tonight, momentarily. But tonight, here we go. Big matchup here tonight. Main event, Jey Uso. The Usos against the Motor City Machine Guns here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix in San Diego, California. In San Diego, California, here tonight. And a big matchup here for the Usos, and a beat down there, the kick to the face, and the Usos now take advantage. Is the Usos here on Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix in San Diego, California, here tonight. The part of the Bloodline, the Usos, which are not named the Bloodline right now, as the Usos are not going to be with the Tribal Chief tonight in his corner. But ladies and gentlemen, the Tribal Chief will be here later on tonight. We'll hear from the OTC, the man who faces Seth Rollins, who's have to defend the world, the WWE Undisputed Championship against the Divisionary Seth freaking Rollins at Saturday night's main event in Dublin, Ireland. And look at this big matchup here. The Usos, down goes Alex Shelley of the Motor City Machine Guns. And here we go. We're gonna get what we want, what we all want here. We all want something, and we're getting it here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the one and done. The one and done. And Jey is busted open here. Jey would bust it open there, but Jey got back in the ring. But they're taking out Shelley. And the Usos win here on Monday Night Raw. The Usos win here live on Monday Night Raw tonight on Netflix. What a match. What a tag match we just saw here live on Netflix tonight.
Here are your winners, Jimmy, and main event, Jey the Uso.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you see Jey is busted open, but Jey and the Usos managed to stay tall tonight. They beat the Motor City Machine Guns live on Monday Night Raw. But coming up next, we got more action coming, ladies and gentlemen, coming next. Charlotte Flair, Charlotte versus Jade Cargill in an Extreme Rules match. Live on Raw next. As we saw last week, Charlotte could not beat B-Fab by disqualification. But tonight, Jade Cargill wants Charlotte, and she wants her in an Extreme Rules match right here in San Diego, California.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Queen Charlotte Flair, last Friday on SmackDown, she beat B-Fab, but with a bit of disqualification, B-Fab took out our official Jester Carr last Friday on SmackDown, and then the match was called disqualification, and Charlotte Flair won the match, and Jade Cargill was not happy about it. Jade Cargill went to our officials, went to the back, she called up The Rock on the phone and said, I want Charlotte Flair on Raw, and I want her in a Extreme Rules match. And The Rock made that match official, and The Rock announced on social media that match was made official That's why we're here live tonight. Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill in an Extreme Rules match right here on Monday Night Raw in San Diego, California. And here we are. Here comes Jade Cargill. And a storm is officially here on Monday Night Raw. And it's here for Charlotte.
And her opponent from Vero Beach, Florida, Jade Cargill.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jade Cargill out tonight here. As you saw, Charlotte does not have Alexa Bliss ringside tonight. As Alexa Bliss was taken out earlier today by Jade Cargill, B-Fab, and Michin. And we haven't seen Alexa Bliss. She is out with an injury. She's not doing too well right now. Alexa Bliss has been taken to the local hospital here. The medical facility has a local hospital here in San Diego, California. But tonight, Charlotte Flair takes on Jade Cargill on Monday Night Raw in an Extreme Rules match right here. Coming up next on Monday Night Raw, right here on Netflix. Here on Netflix. Here we go, match on the way here. Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill. And a spear by Jade, taking out Charlotte Flair early on here. And Charlotte goes down. Jade now going outside the ring. There's no disqualification, no countouts. But Jade Cargill has something in her hand. Has something she has with her. And a punch. Oh my God! Slap Charlotte Flair. Oh my God! It's on the injury. Are those thumbtacks? Are those thumbtacks? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, those are thumbtacks! Those are thumbtacks! Those are definitely thumbtacks. Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill, oh my God, the back of Charlotte! Those are, goddamn! Those are thumbtacks! Disgusting thumbtacks. Well, Charlotte Flair didn't think there'll be thumbtacks. I didn't think that either, but Jade Cargill, she wanted this. She got this. They want tables here in San Diego and Charlotte Flair. Jade Cargill. And Charlotte, oh no. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Another beat on the Charlotte by Jade Cargill. Oh my God, on those thumbtacks. Round those thumbtacks. And Jade, going outside the ring, Jade Cargill now. With a table, bringing in a table as the fans wanted the table in. To the ring. Not very smart decision with that table, but Jade Cargill wants to put a table in the ring, and she does. Uh-oh, I think we know why she has a table in that ring. You have the table in the ring, folks. I don't know why she has that table in the ring, folks, tonight. Jade Cargill has that table right in the ring and on top of the damn thumbtacks. The goddamn thumbtacks here in San Diego. And now Jade goes up top. Jade Cargill up top. Holy shit! On the thumbtacks! Oh my God! This is awesome. The crowd in San Diego are loving this. Here tonight in San Diego. And now Jade Cargill with a steel chair to Charlotte. Here to Charlotte Flair and laying the beat on Charlotte. Here tonight in San Diego, California, and a candlestick. We saw what happened last week. Happened on SmackDown with the candlestick. That candlestick on SmackDown last Friday. And Jade Cargill, she's not done by a long shot. I don't know. More thumbtacks. She's sadistic. More thumbtacks on the body of Charlotte. Oh no. Oh no. No. On the thumbtacks. On the damn thumbtacks. Oh my God. Holy shit. This is brutal. A brutal match here on Raw. Uh-oh. Jade Cargill has it where she wants. Oh no. Oh no. No. Not the thumbtacks. No, the thumbtacks. Oh my God. And Jade Cargill can beat Charlotte here, but the Charlotte gets out. The damn thumbtacks. Holy shit. This match is incredible. Match is brutal. Match is brutal. The crowd are loving it here in Chicago, here tonight in San Diego, California here. There you go here on Raw. And Charlotte Flair. Again, Jade Cargill down with those goddamn thumbtacks, and now throwing over the other side of Charlotte. There go thumbtacks again. The thumbtacks are the most dangerous weapon she has in her possession here. Oh God. Oh God. Oh dear God, no. Dear God. Not on the stump. No, my God. And again the thumbtacks. Again the thumbtacks. He's a blow on the ring now by Jade Cargill to Charlotte. And Charlotte's not doing too well. Charlotte's battered. Charlotte's bruised. Charlotte's defeated. Here on Raw. Oh no. Charlotte Flair. Another beat down those thumbtacks by Jade Cargill. And now Jade, letting the crowd know that she doesn't feel pain, but Charlotte sure does. Charlotte sure does feel a lot of pain from this brutal beatdown. She's dead at the hands of Jade Cargill. There's the hands of Jade Cargill here. Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair. Big fight feel here tonight. A big kick to the face. Kick to the skull of Charlotte. Oh dear. Oh dear God. Oh dear God, no. Not get on those on the damn thumbtacks. No. Thumbtack, oh my God. And again, Charlotte Flair is brutalized and Jade Cargill beats Charlotte. What a brutal fight. What brutality we saw here tonight. What brutality we just saw here, ladies and gentlemen, in this match. And Jade Cargill brutalizes Charlotte Flair on those damn bumps on thumbtacks. Here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and Jade Cargill, she proved tonight she's ready to end Charlotte Flair, and she did that just here tonight.
Here is your winner, Jade.
Uh-oh. Jade Cargill's not done with Charlotte. What is she doing? What is Jade doing now? Uh-oh, Jade Cargill with the announce table being taken apart here. Where the hell is Charlotte? Oh, Charlotte's on the ground bleeding, and Jade Cargill now with Charlotte Flair here, trying to take apart Charlotte for good, and Charlotte for good here. Here tonight. Oh dear. Oh dear God, no. Not on top of here. Oh no. No, my God, no! Holy shit! Brutality from Jade Cargill to Charlotte Flair to the Queen Charlotte. Oh no. No, 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 no. She's not gonna do what I think she's gonna do. Oh my God! Holy shit! Jade Cargill just lays out Charlotte. What the hell? Charlotte now needs to be taken to the medical, taken to the hospital now. That brutal beatdown. She's on the hands of Jade Cargill. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a brutal fight we just saw. But ladies and gentlemen, but coming up next, we will hear from the OTC, Roman Reigns. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the OTC, the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, he's here, the WWE Undisputed Champion. San Diego, acknowledge me. 3 weeks from now, Saturday night's main event, Dublin, Ireland. Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins. And Seth, congratulations. You beat CM Punk to earn this opportunity. But let's be honest, CM Punk is a fossil, a relic. A man who's been trying to stay relevant in a world that passed him by years ago. So beating him doesn't impress me. It just proves you can beat someone who is already crumbling. But now, you're stepping into the ring with someone who isn't troubling, someone who isn't a fading, someone who isn't a fossil. You're stepping into the ring with a Tribal Chief. Seth Rollins, the snake of the Shield. You slithered your way into this match. You slithered your way past Punk. You've been slithering your way your whole career. But in Dublin, the Tribal Chief crushes snakes. 3 weeks. Starting with main event, Dublin, Ireland. Seth Rollins falls again. Seth Rollins gets humbled again. Seth Rollins gets smashed again. San Diego, Dublin, the entire world. Acknowledge me. In 3 weeks, the snake gets crushed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a word from the Tribal Chief, the OTC. Said Seth Rollins is a snake. Says he'll beat the snake out of that Saturday event and stay champion. And the world will acknowledge him as the real champion. But ladies, what coming up next is our main event. Coming up next is our main event. Coming next is our main event for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
The following contest is an open challenge and is for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Well, here comes Nikki Bella, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, who is here tonight defending the Intercontinental Women's Intercontinental Championship. It's the mystery opponent here on Monday Night Raw. Who's it going to be? We're going to find out later on. Find out here tonight, in moments, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. Here on Monday Night Raw, here in San Diego, California. Boy, tonight's been tonight. We had a trouble match to kick off Raw tonight with Dominik Stewart versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. And Dominik's still champion. But we also have a huge match still coming to the main match right now. We also have the Tribal Chief, the OTC, calling Seth Rollins a snake, and he will crush the snake at Saturday main event and still be champion in Dublin. But ladies and gentlemen, we are 3 weeks away from Saturday night's main event. And here we go. Who's the opponent going to be tonight for Nikki Bella? Who's it going to be? Wait a minute! The rumors were true! She's back! AJ Lee! She's back! And she's here to face Nikki Bella for the Intercontinental Championship. We haven't seen her since WrestleMania, where she lost to the man Becky Lynch. in a submission match. But tonight, she's back, and she's here for a fight. Here to get back what she lost. She lost the Intercontinental Championship. Here tonight on Raw in our main event. Can't believe she's back. AJ Lee faces Nikki Bella here tonight on Monday Night Raw in our main event for the Intercontinental Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Union City, New Jersey, AJ Lee.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Lee, she's back and she's challenging for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
And her opponent from Scottsdale, Arizona, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Nikki Bella.
Well, Nikki Bella, the Intercontinental Women's Intercontinental Champion tonight, defending the title against AJ Lee in our main event right here in San Diego, California. Right here on Monday Night Raw in our main event. Here we go. Nikki Bella versus AJ Lee for the Women's Intercontinental Championship in our main event. Right here in San Diego, California. Here we go. Nikki Bella versus AJ Lee. First return match tonight for AJ Lee, a woman who's beat Nikki Bella before, who's beat any woman before, who was the former Divas champion who defeated Nikki Bella to become to become a champion, a Divas champion, but she didn't beat Nikki Bella to become Divas champion. Then she lost her to Paige, who Paige is not here. Paige will not be here. I don't think we've ever heard of Paige for decades now, but Paige has not been seen since her loss at since her loss against this woman, Nikki Bella, at WrestleMania for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Well, let's see what happens here live, ladies and gentlemen. Our main event match right here in San Diego, California. Here on Monday Night Raw and our main event. Nikki Bella and AJ Lee. Here on Monday Night Raw, AJ Lee has not more fight in her than Nikki Bella does tonight, but Nikki Bella does not realize that she has been in the ring with this woman tonight. AJ Lee and Nikki Bella have some history in WWE. Both were part of the women's division here, part of the Divas division here in WWE. Before they were called the Divas, before they were called the women's division here in WWE. Now they were called the Divas division. And there's why that's a big matchup here tonight. Former Divas going to war tonight. Here on Monday Night Raw in San Diego, California. In our main event for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Right here tonight on Netflix. Here we go again. And a shooting star and the Shining Wizard. And now it could be it early. Here we go, folks. It's locked in. Will she do it? Yes, she does. AJ Lee is the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. What a match. What a short match, though, but match nonetheless for Nikki Bella, for AJ Lee. She's a new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Nikki Bella loses tonight to AJ Lee. AJ Lee's the new Intercontinental Women's Intercontinental Champion. She got her title back here tonight in San Diego, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here in San Diego, California. We'll see you next week on Raw, ladies and gentlemen, from San Diego. We'll see you next week. We'll see you this Friday on SmackDown live in Chicago, Illinois. Good night from San